What are some of the things you try to implement and put your stamp on early in your tenure with this Lakeland Lakers program?
Well, I tell you, I was kind of a late hire. I got hired about midway through April, and so first of all, for me, learning their names was the biggest thing early on, and still it's a work in progress. But the one thing that I always believe on is physicality of a football team, and then how well can you control that turnover margin? And you know what? That's still something to be coming our way. So again, when you talk about physicality of a team, there's a lot of intangibles that go along with that. And the one thing is that we've got to learn and understand first is you got to understand the system first. So in a sense, you quit thinking about your assignments and just play them out. And so that's our work in progress right now. It's brand new, both sides of the ball from what they're used to. There's some similarities defensive-wise, but the offense is entirely new. And so it's us learning and understanding that. And I'll tell you, as far as where we've invested, how much time we've actually had together, I think we just got done with our 6 padded practice and a scrimmage last night. Really pleased as far as how we progressed in learning and understanding each other.
It doesn't hurt to have, I know no one guy is greater than the team. It doesn't hurt to have one of the best quarterbacks in the state. What does he bring to the table in Braden, and how does that set the tone for what you want to accomplish on the offensive side of the ball, especially with some of the changes?
Yeah, I tell you, I mean, it brings so much as far as he's a confident player. Obviously, he's a gifted player. He brings an air of I'd say calmness to the team because he is in control of that offense. And so for me, as how I run an offense or how we're going to call an offense is kind of a different world as far as this is a highly talented quarterback, and we've got not only him, but we've got some really good skills on the outside. And I think as far as how we approach games offensively is that we want to, as far as we can stretch and as far as what they understand and keep it their comfort zone is going to be how we approach.
For this team, what's impressed you about the guys? Obviously, you mentioned 6 padded practice. I mentioned in the weight room, 7-on-7 type stuff. What has impressed you about this group, and who are some of the guys you think are going to step into big roles, maybe that haven't had quite as big a role for this team in the past?
I mean, where I've been so impressed is, and again, going into it, like when I began to look into like what Lakeland football is about, is like how successful are they in other sports? And when I began to go through the process and investigate a little bit, is so impressed with the amount of 2 and 3 sport athletes here. And I've said all along is if you're going to be a 3-sport athlete at a school this size, number one, you know each other really well, and number 2 is you got to like each other a lot. You're not going to spend all this time with each other, and this is a really close-knit group. I don't know if they're extremely, rah-rah and loud, but they are, to me, they enjoy each other's company. They hang out with each other outside of football, and they are just a quietly confident group that really loves playing football for each other. And we've got some guys as far as and again, here I'm going to break this up a little bit because I forget some names sometimes, but Arroyo is just such a really good both sides of the ball. He's not going to come off the field very much. Levi Cook is another one of those to where the height and the skill set that he brings, he'll be an outside linebacker, and also he'll be one of our extended receivers. Just has a frame, and he knows how to go after a football. Merrifield is another one of those. He's our tight end and defensive end. The one thing, like, we brought 5 guys here today. Braden's not going to be a two-way player, but we brought 5 guys in 9 positions is what we have at the table right now. Dylan Bateman was a center last year, and we've moved him a running back. And last night he had his first scrimmage, went to Trine and had our first scrimmage, and told him after the scrimmage, I said, if I wouldn't have known it, I would have thought you'd been a running back your whole life. So I think he's got a natural gift for that. And then we've just got some really good pieces, especially on the outside and at the skill set that really impressed us. And then we've got 3 returning linemen as well. And so, like I said, right now is going to be how quickly we can fit into learning the process and each other. I mean, they got to learn. The one And we're getting past that awkward stage, but getting to know each other. Right? Them getting to know expectations of me as far as with them. I'm looking forward to when we can get into that, just into the routine of expectations. Because right now it's all kind of, we got to talk our way through it.